Good morning, everyone. Our guest today, believe it or not, is former Nebraska State Trooper Chuck Elley, and we're going to catch up with him on what he's been doing since retirement. And how long have you been retired now?
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. I've been retired for almost 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Already. It's some people said I've been retired my whole career, but I'd like
and
to
I would
think
probably
not.
agree with them.
Yeah, that's right. But no, it's gone very fast, very fast.
All right. So in those 3.5 years, you've been a busy guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain what you've been doing?
Well, first of all, I have to say this community is wonderful, and we all know that, but in so many ways. What I've been doing, and I'll explain why. Since I retired, I've been still doing a lot of education throughout across the state of Nebraska, but in particular in the Nebraska Panhandle. And I still do a lot of things I was doing with the patrol, but I've even added to that. I go into schools. I still work with schools, colleges, hospitals, things like that, and I do a lot of education on current drug trends, some of the the latest trends of what's happening. Unfortunately, especially like today's marijuana, how that has changed so much and how it's impacting our youth and adults. From the heroin to all these different things that are unfortunately plaguing our society today. So I do a lot of education to these folks on that topic, and then still crash dynamics, seat belts, impaired drivers, school safety, and some other topics. So between doing these things, it's kept me quite busy.
Yeah, and you have sponsors that have helped pay the way so you can do these things, right?
And that's the beautiful thing. You're right, Kevin. This would not be possible for several people here. For example, that help support me they have donated money, and these monies go to an account at ESU 13, so none of the money comes directly to me. And that's how this is all set up, so for checks and balances. But I have businesses like people like Hod Cosman at Platte Valley Bank, Kevin Kelly at Kelly Bean Incorporated, Jim Reinhardt at B&C Steel, Western Heritage Credit Union, the Rotary Club of Scottsbluff and Gehring, Quivy Bay State Foundation, and this would not be possible, too, without Jeff West at ESU 13. But these companies have donated an amount of money for me to use for traveling expenses, because I drive all over the Panhandle in my personal vehicle, and for my time presenting, and it's been a great relationship. In ESU 13, they do my accounting for me, and they also do my technical support, which is very important. So without all these people, this would not be possible.
Wow. So you've got some good people there supporting you.
Yeah, and I tell you what, and they've been doing this. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, folks, and these companies and these people. It's been a great working relationship, and I can't thank this community and these people enough. It's been very rewarding. So, and along with that, since I retired from the patrol, I've given over 250 presentations to over 18,000 people here just in the Nebraska Panhandle, and work with again a lot of schools and things like that. So it's I like to think it's helped. I hope.
I would think so. All right, we'll take a break, talk a little bit more with Chuck right after this. All right, we're back talking again with former State Patrol Trooper Chuck Elley about what he's been doing since he retired 3.5 years ago. And he's been giving presentations to schools and even other locations. Doesn't necessarily have to be schools, right?
Right, I do presentation, for your schools, colleges, hospitals, businesses, churches, and a lot of these topics, as I had mentioned before.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is, long as the request for the presentation is in the Nebraska Panhandle, I do not charge, and that's what these donations have gone towards. So, and that's the beauty of it, because a lot of these schools they don't have the money to pay for me to come in and stuff like that. But this money is just set for schools in the Nebraska Panhandle only.
And then you also, you've kind of taken this as a traveling roadshow around the state, too, right?
Traveling roadshow, yes. Actually, and I also present across the Midwest here, across the state of Nebraska, but at the Midwest. So I'm very blessed to be doing that and what I'm doing. Being able to do that And I enjoy it. I really do. It's rewarding for me, and like I said, hopefully it's, if you can make an impression or make a difference in one person's life, I feel, well, hopefully I've accomplished something then. So.
And you must be getting good response, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, apparently.
Right?
I would think people are getting sick and tired of me. But it's, like I said, it's been good. And so, like I said, this would not be possible without this community and the support that I receive from all these people.
All right. You enjoying retirement?
Yeah,
you're keeping busy, obviously.
Well, that's just that part of it. And then I'm also contracted out through the Department of Education out of Lincoln to do safety and security assessments across the state and in the public schools. So, between doing both, it's pretty much a full-time job. So, but that's all right. I get about 5-6 weeks off in the summer, and then the rest of that keeps me busy. So.
Yeah.
But
well,
I'm lucky.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that you're not. You got some plans coming up.
I got some plans coming up soon,
in a couple months here.
So maybe if you need an assistant or something, I can roll with you.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Well, you just never know. So maybe, yeah. You've heard me talk a lot, so you could take over for me with some of this stuff. But I just want you to know, Kevin, I appreciate the relationship we've had and doing all these radio shows and KNEB for years when I was with the patrol, and even now, it's been a great working relationship. And as what you've done with and working as an investigative reporter, you've done an outstanding job, and your relationship with law enforcement all across the board is outstanding. And I know you're always great to work with, and you guys make a definite impression here in this community. And me personally, want to thank you for everything you've done.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All right.
All right. Former Trooper Chuck Elley, and if somebody wants to get a presentation, what do they do?
Yeah, probably the best way. You can email me at chuck.elley, and Elley is spelled ELLEY, at yahoo.com. So it's chuck.elley, ELLEY, at yahoo.com. And please email me, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. So.
All right, bud.
All right. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
See that